Hey, this is MiracleMax. Welcome to Rise of Kingdoms. Our topic for today is the Crusader fort, and I want to show you what we have on the Crusader fort. So if you notice, this challenge in the middle of the screen from our Chronicles is about Home Kingdom controlling the Crusader fortress at the end of the chapter, and our kingdom did not reach it. Now, if I click on View Kingdoms, no kingdom reached it. In the 2 days that we had to tackle it, no one was able to. Now, since then, it's been another 2 days. And if we grow out on the map, here's our Crusader fortress untackled at this point. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 alliances surrounding it. And with 5 rallies attempting on it, we had no luck. In fact, the highest we were able to do damage was 30%. Our kingdom has 2 players with tier 5 troops, maybe 3, so we aren't the strongest kingdom on the map. The strongest kingdom on the map is Kingdom 2. Kingdom 2 has 20 players with tier 5 troops. Super active kingdom. In fact, they're winning everything that we've done so far. And as you can see, theirs has not been conquered either. In fact, with 20 tier 5 players, the highest they've been able to get is 50%. So where do we stand right now on this? Well, let's take a look at some of the reports I've had come in. And here's the scout on this ruined Crusader fort that we've all attempted and failed at. Now, the troops in this fortress is 3 million tier 5 cavalry. And the 2 commanders, whose names are in Chinese that I cannot read, are insanely strong. And let me take you through their skills. So the first skill on this one deals massive damage. 3,000 is the damage factor. So that's more than double Minamoto. It's a little bit short of Genghis Khan. The rage requirement's a little higher, 3,000 to reach it. Second skill is, and this is, I missed one part of this. This is in a circular area. So this is not one rally getting hit. This is everybody getting hit. Anybody who falls within that circle. That means not just your rallies, but all your troops that are sitting, your armies that are sitting waiting to reinforce the rally, they're all getting hit too. So keeping those troops outside of that circle is critical in this. Now, what happens if you have less than 3 targets that are within that area? Well, if there's less than 3, then the damage is increased by 100% for 30 seconds. So we're doubling our damage. That is crazy. If you think that skill is crazy, this passive skill, which is in Chinese, the best I've been able to get from Google Translate is that is a 99% damage reduction. Now, I'd love any viewer who can read this to help me out. I would really appreciate it. The fourth skill, which we also can't read, fortunately, if we go down to the second commander, it's the exact same skill. And it says increase skill damage by 30% after a skill is used. So that 3,000, or I'm sorry, 3,000 damage factor, increase that by 30%. So that would be another 900 damage factor, 3,900 total. That's just the primary commander. The secondary commander deals an additional 3,500 damage to the target. That appears to be just one target. There doesn't seem to be anything here that shows that it does more than that. Second skill heals 5% of the units led by this commander after a skill is used. Not overly strong, but that helps them out. And here is where we get destroyed. During battle, it heals 100% of the units, the entire army, led by this commander every 300 seconds. What does that mean? It means you have 5 minutes to destroy this, or you're back at square one. So 5 minutes is the maximum time that you can take from the first hit until this completely regenerates. And then we have this skill again, which we saw on the top one, increasing skill damage by 30%. So that takes this damage factor of 3,500 up by 1,050. So that puts us at 4,550 as the damage factor. Whew, those are some serious, serious numbers. And how serious are they? Well, this is what our kingdom has done at this point. Due to the last Kingdom 2 Crusader attack, we saw that with 4 rallies and more than 20 Tier 5 players plus Tier 4 players, they were only able to reach half of the HP, including their buffs. So 50% damage is the most that they were able to do. Um, so basically, our kingdom is folding on this until a patch or something happens. Um, we're going to move on in the game. We cannot beat this at its current strength. Um, Pretty sad. It scares me a little bit since we're still in zone 1. I'm afraid when we cross into zone 2, which is the next thing that's going to open for us when we pass through these passes. I'm scared what the next buildings are going to hold for us. Something interesting to look at on these passes that are opening, I believe tomorrow, we'll double check that, is that these passes are only semi-protected. And like all passes, only armies that own the pass can go through the pass. Um, Level 4 passes can be protected, semi-protected, or unsealed. Semi-protected level 4 passes cannot be attacked by governors from other kingdoms. And unsealed level 4 passes can be attacked by all governors, but only if their alliance territory borders that pass. So we're used to seeing unsealed passes. But these appear to be opening in semi-protected mode, which means once we take it, it is ours. And it will hold as ours. And that means since other kingdoms can't attack it, all of our troops and cities and anything that's in Zone 1 for the time that it's semi-protected can't be touched by other kingdoms. So a little interesting twist to these passes. All right, so I am going to go to my photos real quick for those who wanted a little more detail and show you some screenshots from the battle logs that have happened so far. And these are from our kingdom. So we were using Minamoto and Cao Cao maxed as our rally leaders. 2 million is our capacity for our rallies. I am unsure whether sending cavalry against cavalry is the best choice. In the game, infantry trumps cavalry. And if you look at these troop buffs, they are the Crusader fortresses buffs are all against cavalry, and ours were kind of spread out. And this put us at a disadvantage. The and as much as I would say, wow, send full infantry, our infantry leaders in this game are not nukers. They do not have a powerful punch. You know, Minamoto has the strongest punch in the game right now, and he is set for being a cavalry leader. Those are where his skills line up. And so, um, I'm questioning looking at the commanders we have, and if we go to by rarity, these commanders, Minamoto is our nuker with a 1400 direct damage factor, but he's set for cavalry. Yi Sung Yi is set for archers, and he has his AoE, which isn't going to help us, but still a damage factor. Richard is our infantry. The problem with Richard is he is not a punch. He's a defensive commander. He's going to keep your troops alive longer. But in this battle, that doesn't matter. We don't want to live longer. We want to get through this battle as fast as we can. Cao Cao again is cavalry with a good direct damage factor. Genghis Khan, our newest guy, is cavalry also with a huge damage factor, 1700. Julius Caesar Again, not a big punch. Charles Martel, who is our other legendary infantry, um, again, is a defensive. I guess he has, well, yes, this is defensive. So his direct damage factor is absorbing damage. And again, we are not looking to absorb damage. We're looking for a quick kill. We need as much damage as fast as possible. And, we'll just click through these. El Cid is archer, Frederick is generic. Um, we really don't have a really good leader for this. Mehmed has a strong punch, but he's also an AoE. If we go into our legendary commanders, which again is going to knock us down a punch, Yulji is our infantry, and we're getting half the damage there. The other infantry would be Sun Tzu, and Sun Tzu is an AoE commander. Um, so damage is lower too. So, what I would love to do is I would love to hear from you guys. Who would you use as you're trying to tackle um, this Crusader fortress? If you know that so far in the game, over a 4-day period, the greatest damage any kingdom has been able to do to this building is 50%. What would you do? Who would you bring? Understand that you're going to have every kingdom, or I'm sorry, every alliance in your kingdom can help. You can as many alliances as you can have butting up against this. They can all attack at the same time. You can have one rally from every kingdom or from every alliance. How are you going to attempt this? Does the game need to make an adjustment to make this an achievable goal? And one other interesting thing about this building is this is a reconstruction in 3 stages for this building. To completely claim it, there are 3 separate battles you're going to have to go through. And right now, no one is able to complete stage 1. So as we move on to the game, I'll be interested to get your feedback on how you would attack it. And also, I'm interested to see what Rise of Kingdoms does. Do they make an adjustment? Do they take away some of those skills, lower the heal rate? Not sure, but we sure do need some help. This is absolutely unattainable for us right now. All right, so again, next thing to happen in this game as far as events is that the level 4 passes all unlock. That will be in 35 hours, and then we'll be able to attack them in 35 hours. And again, they're all going to open in semi-protected mode, which will keep Zone 1 still controlled by the home kingdoms. So once that happens, I'll get a video for you. Right now, what we're working on the kingdom is attacking barbarian forts. Level 6 have just opened, and we have destroyed, right here, we have destroyed all 100. So in 11 hours, we'll be able to collect our gems and our gold key and see those passes unlock. All right, that is going to be it for me today. What do you think? Is this building overpowered? I'd love to see your comments, love to see your suggestions. This is, a first time run through this, and we have no experience to go on. We have nobody else's videos to watch to see how they did it. So any feedback you can give will help us out and will help you prepare for when it's your turn to come into the Lost Kingdom. Thanks for taking time to watch today. Of course, if you like this video, like it. This video more than any others, I'm interested in your comments of how you would attack this fortress. And if you like these videos on the Lost Kingdom, please subscribe. I'm going to keep making them as new content comes out and as we tackle things never before seen in the game. All right, thanks for your time, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.